Okay, backyard video. Back from vacation. Look at my hot peppers. These look pretty hot. Look at these dudes. This is a fish pepper. They get bright red. I'm afraid to touch them. Some Tabascos. Nice. This is a rose bush that I saved from Emily's house. It's doing really good. There is a, whoa, poor dude. Those are really pretty. Killed those. This container was too shallow. Those are zinnia seeds. Snapdragons, all the little alpine strawberries. And this beautiful mess. Oh my goodness. It's like a giant wilderness. In the front, these are all the tomatoes. They're all just flopping over the edge. I don't even know if you can tell. They're all on the lawn. There is a border here, under here. See it? They're just all, and I've given up. I'm just gonna let them go. So this whole row is flopped over tomatoes. And then all the pepper plants with beans behind them. So peppers all in front. California Wonder. Some habanadas. And back there is all the beans going all the way up. Volunteer sunflowers. What's about volunteer plants? They're always so strong. Some flowers tucked in there. Banana peppers. Beans. Oh my gosh, those beans are getting insane. Beans. And this is the tromboncino squash. Look at it. Growing up over the chicken coop. You can see it's just taking the thing over. It's awesome. Here's the chickens. See them? Hi guys. What's up? They're chilling. Some cabbage. And hi guys. Then back here, I have got pumpkins and squash. I planted these really late. This is after the peas didn't come up. And I have one sugar baby pumpkin growing. Pretty cool, huh? Then over here, this bed, bunch of oregano in the corner, and then I've got my heirloom tomatoes, which are not doing as well. Volunteer sunflowers. See, volunteers, they're beautiful. Hey, baby. There's the rest of my heirloom tomatoes, and then front row is crop number 2 of the bush beans. Yellow ones, gold mines, fuchsia, some more oregano, flowers. Look at this crazy aster plant. Ooh. And then these are all my strawberries, except this dude, he is a, oh my gosh, look at this. Hang on a second, I gotta unwind him. This is a bean vine. See those bean vines? They're just going bonkers. And look, he's snaking over here, trying to invade. This section is straight up crazy. Okay, so hang on, back up. This little area right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, what? I don't even know. Maybe 5 foot. It's not 6 foot wide. And it's only about 3 feet deep. And it has all those crazy beans back there climbing up. Just look at these dudes. They're just they're bonkers. They're just everywhere. And I don't remember what kind they are. And the tag is buried in this jungle because in front of them all are heirloom tomatoes. Big ones. Dr. White Cheese, Paul Robeson, Mortgage Lifter. And they have tomatoes. They're in there. See? And then in the holes of these cement blocks, these flowers are just flourishing. I had no idea they'd take off like this. Got corn in a bucket. In fact, I wouldn't have done it if I would have known they would have, because I do have blueberry bushes back there. Just crazy. All right, well, that's the backyard. All right, down the driveway, I just got herbs in pots, some flowers, random plants that were left over, parsley, some volunteer potatoes. And then I planted some beans in here. There's a melon in there. These are all fingerling potatoes. These are some beans that just did not take off. Beans don't do good in the side of the house. And then these. Oh my goodness. This is my first set of cucumbers. These are the Parisian ones, the smaller ones. And I did my first batch of refrigerator pickles yesterday. I got tons more on here. They're all over the place. Hey guys. Lots. These are my cherry tomatoes, which do not like this spot, or they do not like growing in these grow bags. I only have one plant per 5 or 7 gallon bag with a little basil in it. They should be okay. They're really not doing super good. They're making cherry tomatoes, but nothing like I'm used to. And then my block wall, it's got my succulents in it. And this just bonkers volunteer. This is a tomato plant. Okay. It's making tomatoes in this little square. Underneath this is not dirt. Underneath this is a cement slab. So I don't even know how to explain nature. Look at these are herbs. They barely grow. But a tomato plant that I don't even plant volunteers here and just makes fruit. Nature's so crazy. Look at these guys. I gotta thin these out. They're pretty. Just everywhere. Okay. It's my 4th of July tomatoes. I put them here this year instead of in the back. And they're doing okay, but I think I'm going to go back and put cherry tomatoes here again next year. They get taller. They do a little bit better. These guys are doing just fine. This box needs to be filled back in. This was all spring stuff. So I got a cabbage still going. I got some basils and some kale. Mason's mammoth straw, or sunflowers are right there. Got some more cabbage down here. So I'm going to fill these holes in, maybe with calendula. I'm not really sure yet. And then these look terrible, but I rescued them from my sister's house. And my goal is to get rid of this grass line right here and just fill this in with hostas. It's a really small, just strip of grass that whatever. I need to do this. Same thing out here in the front, my front buckets. They were playing with a lot of spring things. I'm going to yank these kales out and give them to the chickens and put some more flowers in here and in here. These are really pretty. Cosmos. Front of the house, also giant jungle. This is the bush that I chopped back and redid this year. It's come back really good. In the back there are all my cucumbers for my second variety, silver slicers, and they're huge. And then here's all my cabbages along the front. And then I've got a couple random tomato plants in these little corners, which I'm not going to do again next year. I don't like them up here. They're a little bit too messy looking. They're making tomatoes, but they don't, I don't know, I don't like them. More cabbages. This part of my yard is straight up jungle. Like, oh goodness. These are my paste tomatoes. I don't know if you can tell, but I got red ones back there. And they are fantastic here, and I will definitely grow them again here next year. I will tie them up better. And then this is a bean teepee that has long gotten past its teepee, and now it's made its way up my porch. I'll have to rethink that next year too. But when you back up, you can see it's just garden jungle. Another one of those bushes that I pruned back. Some snapdragons in there. There's bee balm back there. There's a hibiscus tucked in there. Eva was decorating apparently. Looks like she murdered a zinnia. Aww, isn't that cute? Here's the nursery with my baby succulents. Isn't that cute? I just pop them out when I get too tight in there. This is a chickens and hen that it bloomed. In case you didn't know they did that, that's what they look like. Like this. And it means they die. When they're done, they die. So these are all going to make seeds. And that chicken and hen is dead after that. But you guess you can plant these seeds. I don't know. We'll see. This alyssum is glorious. I love it so much. That was kind of in the crack. That's coming back. This lobelia I bought from the nursery. I think that I will buy it again or get some seed for it. Here goes. This woodruff has gotten out of control. I'm going to half that. Back row. Looks good. Some flax. My daisies. My daisies have this funny thing on them. Let me show you. They're all kind of wilty. The air conditioner's on. It's going to be a little loud. You can kind of see. They look a little dirty almost. Ooh, look at black-eyed Susans are coming up. Borage back there. Calendula. Snapdragons. Baby sunflowers. This front is all herbs. There's oregano, some chamomile, some zinnias. A pretty zinnia. Some calendula. And then I put this baker's rack back here and I planted beans all over it. Do you think any of them are climbing up it? It looks like it's perfect for beans, right? No, they don't like it. I don't know why. Fail. This is my butterfly garden, which is not a fail. This lemon balm has kind of gotten involved, but there's butterfly weed and snapdragons. There's a vine that looks like a scarlet runner bean vine. Common milkweed and swamp milkweed and dill. I got some zinnias popping up there. These are all for the butterflies to eat, lay babies on, and such. They like it a lot. It's back behind these bushes, so they kind of get protected from the wind and stuff. I got some beans back there. Let's see what's going on back here. I have got a very cool vine going on back here. It's supposed to be a Kajari melon, and I didn't think it was going to make it, but it's doing really good. And then in this pot, oh, my very first Tithonia. I'm not even tall enough to show you a picture of it. It's beautiful. It bloomed. It's really, really tall. Way taller than me. These are the cone flowers that I rescued from Meyer's greenhouse last year for $3. Definitely worth the purchase. Some more tomatoes in a pot over here. These are called Berry's Crazy Cherry. And then the wall of flowers. Cone flowers for days. So many cone flowers. So many cone flowers. Echinacea is really actually very good for you. However, I have read that people with autoimmune diseases maybe shouldn't dabble in it. I'm going to do some more research on that because I have an autoimmune disease and I don't want to play with it if it's maybe not something I should. So I'm going to look into that some more. Over here I got sunflowers. Look at that guy. They're all starting to get heads on them and bloom. They're all probably 8 feet tall now. Got a couple volunteer marigolds hopping down here. These are all baby zinnias coming down here. Oh, they're getting ready. See? Pretty soon. And then over here in the garden, this is a garden of squash, pretty much. This whole back row is carrots, which I keep thinning. And then this is a spaghetti squash. Here's one. This is a volunteer watermelon. I have no idea where it came from. This is the whole spaghetti squash. I got a big one in here. I'll show you. Yeah. There she is. Hey, baby. I've got beans in here, yellow beans from Mabusha. And these are the Tanya's pink potted beans. These beans are so cool. They're so pretty. Look at, isn't that flower pretty? And then they get this beautiful pink bean, which if you get them this small, you can eat them. The thing is, I keep forgetting about them. And then they get this big. Like, look how monstrous this is. It's already got pods in it. So I'm letting them dry, and I'm going to use them as dry beans. Probably on this back row, I've got winter squash. Those are king acorns. And I've got summer squash in here. And then here I've got a sugar pie pumpkin that's already got mildew. So I'm going to come out and give him a big haircut tomorrow. But I do have a pumpkin. Got some potatoes here to dig tomorrow too. These are red potatoes. Some more beans. And isn't that pretty? It's an ornamental onion. And then these are all watermelon and melons in this front row. And I'm just letting the vines kind of go in a line together. I've got several watermelons kicking. There's one in there. There's a baby melon. Here's a baby melon. These are the Minnesota midget melons. They're super cute. They'll go orange. These cute little vines. And then the front row, I have got some lingering onions still. I can't believe I grew an onion that big. Look at that sucker. This is my pride and joy onion. I grew this from seed this year. I'm gonna do them from seed every year from now on. But I gotta start them way earlier. A lot of them died because they were not quite strong enough. So that is the garden outside here. Oh, here's Mason's garden. I almost forgot. This is Mason's watermelon garden. He actually has the biggest watermelon right here. Look at it. And that guy, I guess you pick them when this little tendril goes brown. And it's pretty dang close. I bet you we'll pick that tomorrow or the day after. And try our first watermelon. And then he's got this crazy bean tower that should be twice as tall. All right, that's it. That is all I have. I'll leave you with cornflowers.